powerful organizations. They started out with an agenda and a purpose, and then they got infiltrated and it became about colors and things of that nature. They too are armed and dangerous. If you're a black man, you are considered armed and dangerous. It's just that now we shooting each other, more so than we did back then. All right, what do we have here? Black Panther Party. All right, our elder, Steve Coakley, always uses a formula which is I plus C equals T. And it's intention plus capability equals the threat. So let's use that formula on the Black Panther Party. The intention, liberate our people. I think they did that. That was their intention. The capabilities, very organized. They had an agenda. Men and women willing to die for their freedom. Threat, serious. You get black men and women willing to die for their freedom. This is a serious threat. Now let's look at the black rappers who party under the same program. Intention, get paid and get laid. Yeah! Let's get paid, nigga. Capabilities, plenty. They made plenty of money, they get plenty of exposure and plenty of opportunity to buffoon themselves and make black people look like nothing. They do. They do. I do give them that. The threat against the USA is zero. They are absolutely no threat to the government. Because them niggas just want a house, they want to be on MTV Cribs and roll around with their rims spinning. That is it. And that's what we'll do for the first half. I thank you for your time. We'll take a little break and we'll get back to it.
Very strong, definitely strong.
Nah. At the brother Black Dot been up here kicking all that knowledge. All that knowledge. We had some hip hop. We had poetry going on. Y'all gonna answer like that? We African people, you know what I'm saying? So we gotta answer like some Africans. You feel me? Many people may say they Bloods, they Crips, they this, they that, Soul Vibers Nation, but we African people. We all African people, right? So let's do it with enthusiasm. How do Africans feel? All right, just a quick announcement. We got Dr. Daniels is over there. Dr. Daniels. Clap it up for this brother, because this brother, we had a meeting the other day. I went into the meeting. I didn't even know why I was in the meeting, but I sat in the meeting, and as we sat around the table, we talked about some things. He's a minister of a church, and we sat down. He said, well, look, man, I want our people to learn some knowledge. They need to learn what's going on. They need to learn some revolutionary, what this revolution is all about, what's going on in the community. And what we did, we decided in 2 more weeks, we have Brother Coach Powell that's coming down. He has a book that's called Hypocrisy. If y'all know Coach Powell, he's the one that decoded the 40 ounce. The 40 ounces, he would take the 40 ounces and find out what the message was on the 40-ounce bottles and rock the crowd. You know what I'm saying? So in 2 weeks, we don't have the flyers out. You can check soulvibersnation.com. You want to come and join us. The church is on North Avenue and Matt, what's the address? 2118 Madison. And that's the St. Mary's, and that's August the 12th. So you, St. Martin's? I'm sorry. St. Martin's. St. Martin's. So we want everybody to come out, bring everybody that you possibly can. We're going to fill the church up, and it's good to see revolutionary preachers stepping up to the plate. We need them from the church. We need them from the mosque. We need them from everywhere. Because our theme is unify or die, and that's real. So we're going to give it back to Black Dot. Clap it up for the brother.
Thank you, brother. Unify or die. A very profound statement in the sense that it doesn't matter what your beliefs are. You can keep the lights on for this half. What your religious beliefs are, so forth and so on. We all black people. We all on the same road. And I tell people that all the time. Yeah, I'm Christian, I'm Jew, I'm Muslim, I'm all of that. I'm an Israelite. If they talking about raising our people up, I'm that. And I can go to a church, I can go to a mosque, and don't let these people box you in with all of that nonsense, because it's divisive. Okay? Doesn't mean you have to agree with everything about it, but you should be able to sit down with your brother if you're a Muslim and he a Christian, because we all on the same journey, we all on the same path. Because that beast is not going to discriminate and say, yo, we're not going to beat him because he's a Muslim. Or yo, we ain't going to whip his ass because he's Christian. No. You black first and foremost, and that's what they see. All right? And all the basic religions, if you really study them, They're all saying the same thing. The principles are all the same. So inside of my book, I have an illustration where I show Christianity, Islam, and Judaism, and I say on the surface, in a box, they look like they're, divisive, but the box has depth to it. And the further you go down, you realize that they're all the same. We all the same. We all on the same struggle, and that's critical, and that's very important. And like I said, this particular tape will be available through Survivors Nation. So I don't know what the numbers is in terms of how to get in contact with them, because a lot of times when you're sitting inside of a lecture and you're not taking notes down, some of the information may have, go over your head at the time. That's why I always get the tapes myself. When I'm in a lecture where one of the elders is teaching, I get the tape myself and go home and really study and so forth and so on. And this is where you keep abreast of what's going on. I'm going to be actually in Columbus, Ohio that particular day, but I would have loved to come down and be a part of that, because I'm only a hop, skip, and a jump. I'm only in New York. It's a hop, skip, and a jump when you're coming down to get with black brothers and sisters for a cause. I just so happen to be in Columbus that particular weekend. So with that said, second half, we're going to take it easy a little bit. And there's a couple other points I wanted to make about what we was breaking down. And I want to show you the mentality of those from the 60s and those beyond. Meaning, we are all birthed. It's a certain energy on the planet. It's a certain mindset that your moms and pops may have had that brought you into existence. I was born in the 60s. I ain't gonna tell you what 60s. Now, I was born in 1968. So when I look at the climate of what was going on during that time, in the 60s, Malcolm was assassinated, Martin was assassinated, Black Panthers was being knocked off. My father was also a Black Panther, and he was a 5%er, and he was out there struggling, and my mom's was a big, she loved Dr. King so much, and he died he was assassinated in April, and I was still in the womb. So what kind of effect does this have on a mother who's seeing black leaders assassinated, and she's carrying life in her womb? And you can't think that that's not important, because it is very important. So for those who started hip-hop, they're birthed directly out of the Black Panther or the civil rights movement. That's why a lot of the early hip-hop is dealing with revolution. You know what I'm saying? 1989, the number, another summer, and fight the power, and all of that stuff. X-Clan telling you, by the way, Vanglorious, this is protected by the red, the black, and the green, with the key, sissies. You see what I'm saying? So they had their energy, or they was directly birthed out of the civil rights movement, so to speak. So they were very revolutionary in their thought process, in their action, and in the music that they put out. Okay, that's very key. Now,